Hello, everybody. Welcome to another one of our shows through Winfield Productions. I'm here with Daryl.
Drunken Wrestling Rants is going to be the name of our show because
Yes.
we're usually drunk when we do these.
As you can see, we enjoy drinking. I've had my fair share of this tonight. So, I'm Mike. This is Daryl. We just watched Wrestlemania 33. And you can see who the drunk of the group is because I'm still drinking my whiskey and ginger, and Joe's got some coffee going.
To be fair, we filled this up, don't know how many times, but that's the tail end of our second 60. So, it's not that I'm a lightweight, but, nobody's ever accused me of being a lightweight.
I certainly would hope not.
205 live? No. I can't make 305 live.
No.
All right, so WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Last year's WrestleMania was very underwhelming. I remember half the roster was out. I mean, nothing they can do about that. And this year I thought from top to bottom was pretty much a solid card.
They had some the card was great. They had a lot of good matches. It was a very big card, but it was WrestleMania. So, at the end of the day, you look at this card. When we looked at it tonight before we watched the pay-per-view, and we had high expectations because you should, because seeing that type of card, you're like, wow, it's a card to look forward to, and it certainly was, and yeah, it was great.
I think the matches we thought would be good were good. The matches we thought would suck. And I mean, what was there? 15 matches through 8 hours of wrestling. Yeah, no wonder I'm so tired.
Yeah. That's why he has coffee.
I just worked a shift watching WrestleMania.
It was like work. It was.
It started off with the kickoff show, and our friends started popping in, and really hard to kind of watch that kickoff show. It was, I think I want to go back and I want to watch Neville again. Neville
and Aries.
Aries, that's it. Yeah.
Greatest man to ever live.
Greatest man ever live. Kickoff show. Anyways. So while we were watching the kickoff show on a computer, and then because we had to get the pay-per-view, JBL keeps making fun of you.
He does.
For not getting the WWE Network.
I live in a area, I'm up here in Canada, or for those of you in Canada, I'm in Ontario, in a place called Plainfield, which is 10 minutes north of Belleville. For some reason, there's my area and like an area near Sarnia that for some reason cannot get the WWE Network. And every time I call...
Yeah, why is it 10 minutes down the road you can get WWE Network?
Yeah. Every time I call the Cogeco, they try to sell me the network, and I say, well, if you'll look, I can't get it. And they say, oh, sorry, Mr. Letwin, we're sorry. Yeah, you're right. Anyways.
And because of this, JBL keeps making fun of him. JBL, knock it off.
JBL, I don't appreciate it. I would get the network if I could, but please stop making fun of me.
Yeah, bully.
But I will say this. I want to give a shout out to Caitlin at Cogeco. She gave me $10 off WrestleMania because she felt bad for me that I couldn't get the network. So I got $10 off my buy tonight of WrestleMania.
I thought you were going with Caitlin, the former WWE diva.
No, unfortunately not. But but Caitlin from Cogeco, thank you.
Thank you very much.
If you ever see this, thank you.
Thank you very much. So we'll start off with the kickoff show, and it was a lot of talk, and we had people show up, so we really couldn't hear. And I kind of wanted to hear because we like Renee Young, also Canadian.
Renee.
So, we love you. Not in the weird, way, though. All right, so let's start. First match of the kickoff show was Adrian Neville versus the greatest man who ever lived, Austin Aries, A-double.
There was talk about this match being the show stealer of WrestleMania, and it probably would have been. The thing is, that the damnedest thing was, It wasn't actually on the WrestleMania official card. It got put on the pre-show.
Now, was it a good match? Well, what we saw of it, I mean, it looked like a great match.
The match looked really good. They did some great moves. You know, it's your typical cruiserweight thing, right? Especially with these two, fast moving, a lot of different moves, a lot of off the rope stuff. But I gotta say, I was surprised that Neville was the victor.
Very surprised.
I thought Austin Aries coming back, his first match in at WrestleMania, big deal. He's the greatest man to ever live.
The greatest man who ever lived.
And no, Neville got the best of him. So
how can he lose at the Showcase of the Immortals?
You know what? Good for Neville. I got no problem with Neville winning. I just didn't think he would. I'm sure Austin Aries will have his title reign sometime down the line.
Maybe tomorrow or Tuesday.
Yeah.
You know, he might win it. You never know.
Exactly. But his time's coming.
So then we had the. By the way, we do these picks, and we throw $5 in. It's all for fun. So my picks here actually varied from my picks last night, which I don't remember too much of.
Yeah.
So next up we had the 20-man Andre the Giant Battle Royal, and I remember I picked the same guy that I picked last night, and that was Strowman. I mean, how could he not? I mean,
I picked Strowman as well. We just figured he was receiving such a build-up. And for him, you know, he went out like a quarter into the match.
Yeah.
I mean, he fell victim to the typical big man syndrome, where 7-8 guys, you know, gang up on you to eliminate you, and I guess we should have seen that coming.
And I guess ultimately it doesn't hurt him because, you know, it's not like, you know, one guy beat him, you know, like 15 people beat him. So it doesn't really hurt him.
Yeah.
Going forward. But Mojo Raleigh.
Mojo won!
Who had him in their pool?
Well, and I can tell you,
their pool.
And Mojo can thank Rob Gronkowski from the New England Patriots. Rob made a celebrity appearance at WrestleMania. He was first on the outside, you know, but Jinder Mahal felt the need to throw a beverage on him. Well, first of all, drink his beverage and then throw the rest on him. And then Rob got involved and took out Jinder Mahal, and it was cool to see Rob there. You know, you get that celebrity thing at WrestleMania, and yeah, and Mojo and Rob are buddies. So you know what? It was unpredictable. It was something not expected. So good for WWE on that.
Yeah, I didn't mind it how it went out, and Mojo Raleigh, you know, hope you get a push. It worked for Corbin.
Yep.
Sort of.
Yeah.
So the next match was Ambrose versus Corbin.
And that was on the pre-show too. We were surprised.
Yeah.
We just thought there was the two on the pre-show.
But it's because the SmackDown women's match got moved to the main roster,
yes,
or the main show, that they had to knock something else down. And, you know, Corbin, you know, it'd be more of a success story to say, hey, you won the Andre the Giant Battle Royal on the kickoff show last year, and this year you're on the main show fighting for the Intercontinental title. What a great story. Unfortunately, now you're fighting for the Intercontinental title also on the kickoff show, so you've progressed 15 minutes. So, from last year. So, you know, and then Ambrose won. We were shocked by that.
Yeah, we were very surprised. Good for Ambrose. We thought Baron Corbin was going to kind of move up. I'm sure he'll get the title eventually, but wasn't his night, you know.
And we love Ambrose.
We love Ambrose. So good job, Dean.
Good job.
I'll say this about here's what I'm going to say about the pre-show. I know we make a kind of a big deal about the pre-show, and everybody else will. But I mean, I'm going to get down to reality here. In all honesty, if you're on the pre-show, it's still WrestleMania. Like, fuck. People are watching it. You're still in the fucking same stadium. The crowd's there. It's just, you know, you're not officially in the actual WrestleMania start time at 7 o'clock. But I mean, the pre-show's the pre-show. I mean, you're still at WrestleMania. So I'm not going to be too hard on the pre-show matches because it's still Mania.
That's right.
So anyways, we have to, I think people really need to start moving away from that pre-show stuff, to be honest with you.
I get what you're saying, and you know,
you
know, Lance Storm, somebody said you were on the pre-show at a WrestleMania, It was on Twitter, and he said, you know, I was sitting in the crowd. I was at WrestleMania, and I saw you in the main event. And Lance Storm said, yeah, my paycheck said something different. So, you know, from the boys, they know the difference between the main roster.
Well, that's fine for the boys, but I'm just strictly talking viewership. The same people that watch WrestleMania watch the pre-show. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, you have all the fans in attendance watching, and all the viewers. So, to me, you know what? Tomato, tomato. You're in the pre-show, whatever. You're still at WrestleMania.
Yeah, agree to disagree.
Anyways, yeah.
All right, so then the event starts out with, oh my God, the first match on the card. But it's not a curtain jerker at WrestleMania because it sets the tone for the night. AJ Styles versus Shane McMahon. When we heard the match was rumored, we just scratched our heads. It was a good build. I thought, you know, made sense. And what a match. Hashtag follow that. I just, you know, it was a great match from start to finish. By Victor Newman here. And it was just a great match from start to finish. I thought, you know, they put on a hell of a show. AJ, he could wrestle a broomstick and put on a good match. Shane McMahon knows how to have those big matches. You know, he doesn't have small matches. Shane McMahon don't wrestle on jacked.
No, and what Shane McMahon said last week on SmackDown, he says anybody who ever wrestles him, they're taken to their limit.
Mm-hmm.
And they are. Tonight's match was good. Shane McMahon, as usual, missed everything. I don't think he's hit a fucking jump or a backflip or a whatever you want to call it.
He hit the coast to coast.
Yeah, he hit the coast to coast.
The elbow,
But the coast to coast move, whether you miss it or not, it's still the same impact on you if you miss it or not, right? If you hit the guy with it, great. If you don't, well, you still have the same impact on it. But Shane O'Mac, I've never seen a guy who misses such big moves.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to work on that.
He needs better setup moves.
He needs to get the guy wore down more before he jumps off big, tall things.
It's like Vader. Remember when Vader would do either the Vader bomb or the moonsault? He had that, not the scoop slam. He had that like boom slam.
Yeah.
You know, set it up.
So again, Shane O'Mac, another good match. I think, you know, I know Darryl and I both are happy AJ won. He should have won.
Yeah.
He did win. It was just the right thing to do.
I actually think it did elevate him a little bit. You know, it puts him in a different stratosphere, I think, you know. Well, which is weird because he's like, you know, we call him the greatest wrestler on the roster today.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's hard to say, oh, well, you're in a different stratosphere, but yeah, I think it elevated him.
Yeah, I think so. It'll be interesting to see what happens with AJ right now because, I mean, I guess he's sort of still fired, maybe.
Yeah.
Is he going to stay on SmackDown, or
he's going to go
or
to
is he still fired? We suspect he'll go to Raw, especially after beating Shane.
Stephanie's going to love it. Oh, he beat my brother, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, exactly.
So was it Jericho Owens second?
It was.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, we should have wrote down the order. We'll hopefully remember it. So Jericho Owens. I almost cried again watching that. You know, why's my name on this list?
He cries a lot.
I do. But great build. We were hoping for this match. Well, we were hoping it'd be for the world title, not the United States title.
We had expected a while ago it should have been the main event, but anyways, it's not. It was the second match in, but
we both picked Jericho, and everyone's gonna say like, well, of course because he's leaving, but we thought because everybody knew Jericho was winning, they'd pull the swerve. And not swerve with Renee Young, but they'd pull a swerve, and he'd lose the belt.
We were almost 100% positive that Jericho would have won tonight.
Yes.
And then drop the belt to Owens tomorrow on Raw. I just think for a few reasons, like Jericho got fucked over in the friendship. Owens ended the friendship. He kind of had a Marty Jannetty moment there. And we just thought, you know what, Owens deserved to lose because he screwed over Jericho. He broke the friendship up. We thought Jericho for sure was going to win, and then perhaps Owens would take the belt tomorrow on Raw. But unfortunately, that didn't happen.
Even Marty Jannetty, he came back, he beat Shawn Michaels, You know, he won the Intercontinental title off her, you know. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it was all set up for Jericho to win.
Yeah.
But that doesn't happen.
No.
Now, what was the next match there? Was it? No, it wasn't the women. Was it? It wasn't the It couple. That was later. Oh, it was a tag team match. Was the tag team match third?
I'm not sure.
We're just gonna go by matches, and
Yeah.
because we
Forget the
forget.
fault. Just go by the list.
All right, so we'll just go. Okay, so Raw tag team champions. We'll start there.
Ladder match. Here's the thing with that. When they did all that ladder stuff on Raw, why didn't they announce it was going to be a ladder match on Raw? Because that would give us like a lot more build up. But apparently later on that week they announced it was a ladder
Yeah,
match. But
I mean Teddy Long would have came out and made it a ladder match.
yeah, for sure. But I'll tell you, this match going in, you had 3 great tag teams on Raw, and then boy oh boy, when New Day came out and they said they're going to make it a 4-way.
And everybody thought, oh,
We just
so
assumed
we're
that
gonna get New Day.
they just assumed they were going to put themselves in. But no, the Hardy Boys, Matt and
Hardy
Jeff.
Boys. I was so excited. What a surprise.
Boy, oh boy, it was good to see the Hardy Boys, and they looked really good.
Yeah. Matt wasn't wrestling like broken Matt Hardy. He was wrestling more like the old-fashioned Matt Hardy.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, I mean, that match was really, really awesome. Poor Cesaro took a swanton on the ladder at the last part of the match, and the Hardys won, which you know what?
As soon as they came out.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I don't like the fact that they won, because they're just, you know, getting back into WWE. It's almost like they get shit handed to them. I would
At
have
the same
liked.
time as the Hardys.
Doesn't matter.
You know,
it doesn't matter. You know, they've been out of the company for years.
Broken Matt Hardy almost single-handedly kept TNA afloat over the last year.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm not saying the Hardys don't deserve to be champions at some point, but they don't need to be given it to them at their WrestleMania.
Yeah, I guess.
You know, I would have liked to seen another team win, like Sheamus and Cesaro. I would have really thought they should have won.
Yeah, Cesaro. And the matching outfits in the entrance. I really like that.
Yeah, they did a good job. They both had kilts on.
They both had the kilts and then the James Bond.
Yep. So I'm happy the Hardys are back. Not that happy they won the belts tonight, because I don't think it is justified. But I guess kind of when you do a surprise entrant like that and a big surprise, I don't know. I guess it's WrestleMania.
Yeah, it's a surprise back
Whatever.
a while back.
Christ.
All right, so next one.
Hopefully Sheamus and Cesaro get the belts off them in the next week or two.
Especially now they're like a true tag team.
Uh-huh.
Next up, I have written down the SmackDown Women's Championship, which at some point we were like, did that get bumped? Did it get moved to the main show and then bumped? It just wasn't coming.
Going through the show, it was so long, and you know, they had the 2 title matches, Lesnar and Goldberg, and then they had Wyatt and Orton, and we were wondering what was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they had it second last, which is cool. You know, my thoughts on this match.
I know your thoughts.
It's, you know, complete bullshit, because Becky Lynch didn't win, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Because I love Becky Lynch, and I think she should have won the belt, and she didn't. So you know what? It was a shitty match.
Now,
I didn't like it.
when I was drunk last night, I picked Carmella to win. Must have been really drunk. So that's all I can say. I picked Mickie James to win because I thought, hey, that makes sense. But how we do our poll is our pick'ems is we say you can change it until, like, you have up until the bell, and you can change it. So I just thought I had an inkling Naomi might do it, and then when she came out and they said from Orlando, I was like, change my pick to Naomi, and so yeah, at least I got one. So Naomi won, and I thought it was really good. It was a great match, and I don't know what else to say about it. I thought it was an all-around great match.
Naomi's here. Becky Lynch is here. Anyways,
The belt is here. Not having a belt is here.
fuck you. I love you, Becky, by the way. If you're free Saturday night, give me a call.